Good morning. My name is Marcella. I'm from Rogers, Arkansas, and I want to share a little piece of my life with you. One of the things I want to start out with is that there's a little phrase that I teach and I use often with my classes and my sessions, that there's no reverse in life, only forward. So that just says to me that it doesn't matter what I did yesterday. What matters are my goals and my plans for tomorrow. That brings me to today. I'm trying to prepare for this 5-minute speech, and I give speeches all day long, training sessions that I've prepared, and I get my points and I go through my objectives, and I just don't have any problems with that. For some reason I am, and I think it's because I was struggling with the no reverse in life, only forward, and where the forward was going to take me. I want to tell you a short story, and this happened a few years ago. We went to Costa Rica, and one of our children went with us, and it was my son. His name is Aaron, and he is fun-loving. He is a whole lot like his mama, and he's always ready for a challenge. And so on this trip, we decided that, I guess for lack of better words, we would knock some things off of our bucket list. So we went whitewater rapids doing that, and something that I had never done before. So as they put me in the inner tube, we get in the water, and I'm seeing all these white waters. I'm thinking it looks so much better if I'll just stay over at the side and stay in the peaceful waters. But as I begin to stay in the peaceful waters, and I watched everybody else in the rapids having so much fun, no one was really hurting themselves, and if somebody fell out, there was people to get them if they couldn't get out. So there was no real reason for me to stay in the peaceful waters and not have fun. So I ventured out in the rapids, and I discovered that it was more fun, that I was learning and I was enjoying life other than watching from the sideline. The next thing we did was we went to zip lining. Well, here I began to think that I might die. I mean, seriously, guys. I stood in this long line and I watched them explain to everybody else, and he seemed to be going really, really fast, talking about how you grab the zip line and you put one hand in front of the other one hand in front of the other one, and that they put these gloves on me and they strapped me in this harness, and they had this big hook and they were going to hook me to this line. And in Costa Rica, where they hook you is not over this little bitty cliff. It's over this mountainside down through these valleys that you're going to swing down there. And then he continued to tell me that, you know, unless we figured out how to stop ourselves, so listen to his explanation. I mean, he's the coach. He's telling me what to do. Well, all of a sudden I thought, what if I don't hear everything he says? What if I don't get all my instructions? What if I do hit that wall? I might die. And I let that fear push me into the moments that I thought, I'm not going to do this. So I turned around to my son and I said, you know what, Aaron, I'm just not going to do this. I am not going to do this. I might die out there. It's just not worth it. And Aaron got me, took me back to his childhood, got me by my face with both hands, and he looked me right in the eye so that he got his point across. And he said, you can do this, mother. You can do this. This is important to you. Think about all the times that you speak. Think about all the times that you talk to other people about stretching themselves, moving out of their comfort zone, and you're going to have your own little personal story about how you thought you were going to die and you stretched yourself and you made it. You pushed yourself out of the comfort zone. I did push myself. I did get on that zip line, and I'm standing here today, so I didn't die. But let me tell you the big thing, the big truth that I got out of this. The big truth was that if we stay in the peaceful waters, we are not going to grow. And today in my life, where I am, and at my age, where a lot of people are retiring, I have no desire to retire. I have a lot of passion. I love to speak. I love to invest in other people's lives. So I'm just not ready to sit at home or to travel all the time. Now, don't get me wrong. As soon as we leave this live event, we're headed to a cruise ship, and we're going to be on it for 8 days before we go back home and we hit the road again with working. My husband and I both still enjoy what we do in life. Our passion is not to stay at home. But what I want to do is I want to start living intentionally. I mean, that's really important to me right now, that I live intentional and that I make every minute count and I do what God wants me to do. So the lesson that I learned is it's not important who I am. The most important thing is whose I am. So I'm looking forward to spending a lot of time with you guys, learning from every one of you, learning and hearing your stories. That's going to make me better. So let's go. Let's learn JMT. Woohoo! Let's go, team.